God damn it. That's what I was trying to say. So basically, so in the end, son of a bitch. Oh man. Oh man. I feel like somebody beat me with the feel like shit stick. You're gonna say, Bidhead 1000. You know, oh, I have a cold, or I have the flu, or you know, I have mesothelioma, or I have asthma, or you know, I got the runs, or I got a ruptured spleen. Yeah, well, guess what? There's no calling in sick to the garage sales. This isn't your job. Because I got news for you. If you're not out there, somebody else is. And that's the way it works. And to be honest with you guys, I woke up this morning and I said to myself, I had a fever all night. I woke up in a pool of my own sweat. And so, I might as well say urine, because what is sweat? It's urine. And so, yeah, forgive me, I gotta have a drink of water. You know that 85% of all Americans are dehydrated and they don't even know it? Did you know that? Go help yourself to a glass of water. America. That would be my campaign slogan if I was running for president. Bidhead 1000 says, America, go help yourselves to a glass of water. But anyway, what was I going to do? Was I going to lay in the bed all day? Was I going to think about what might have been the entire day? No, I dragged myself out of bed, I threw a sandwich down my throat, and we got out to the garage sales. And I got news for you. It's days like this where it happens. It's days where you didn't want to get out of bed that it happens. And it makes you think by the end of the day, oh my God, I almost didn't get out there. So here we go. Let's start with the first garage sale. And then we'll walk you through the... Let's start with the first garage sale. How much are you asking for the video games?
What you got?
How much you asking for the video games?
2
2 apiece. Okay. Activision Namco Museum. Okay. Just go back.
Okay. So listen, you know, I'm not on my A game today. So forgive the camera work. I was like fumbling with the camera. I couldn't get my act together with the camera. I don't know what was wrong with me. It's very hard to sort through the games and try to hold the camera properly. Even, you know, I was trying to do my best, but basically, this guy had a shitload of PlayStation games. No real standout titles, to be honest with you there. He had a bunch of PlayStation 2 games. No standout titles there. Nothing that really interested me. He had a PlayStation, the mini PlayStation, the PlayStation, and a PlayStation 2. I didn't ask the price of them. I don't know why. I guess I was so focused on the games. The Game Boy, I think he wanted $5 for the color Game Boy. But the screen was scratched. I don't know if you guys could pick that up in the video. So, what I did was I picked out the PlayStation games that I liked. And then what I do with PlayStation games is I got to open them up and I got to examine the discs. So I shut off the camera for that. So you're not going to hear any of the negotiating that I did. The guy wanted $2 a piece for the PlayStation games. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 PlayStation games. I told him I'd give him $5 for the 4 PlayStation games, and he took it. It normally, you know, he would have wanted $8 for. I got it for $5. So here we go. Okay. We got, for some reason, I don't know, I just can't pass these up. I love these so much. Namco Museum Volume 3. For some reason, anytime you can play retro games on a modern system, I just eat that up. I don't know. A collection of Activision classic games for the Atari 2600. It's 30 Atari Activision games right here that you could pop on a disc. You know, that you could put into. I don't know why this is still so amazing to me. When all of you, you know, you have basically, you know, emulators now that you could have the Atari 2600 5800 and the 5200 and the 7800 all together with the Atari Lynx, Atari Jaguar, all the PlayStation 1 titles. I mean, this is nothing outrageous, but for some reason, in my archaic mind, this is like, I can't even comprehend. Oh my God, they put 30 Atari titles on one disc. I don't know. Forgive me. Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, Cortex Strikes Back, Cortex Strikes Back. And this is like, you know, this is PlayStation's flagship guy, Crash Bandicoot. He's like, you know, Mario and Sonic. Anytime I run into those in good shape, I pick them up. I never played any Crash Bandicoot game, but I hear they're good, so I bought it. And here's the game that I'm probably most excited about. Grand Theft Auto. You know, in all the PlayStation games I've ever run across, you know, you run across Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, and whatnot. All the other Grand Theft Auto games for the PlayStation you run into a lot. But for some reason I don't run into this that often. I'm not saying that it's rare or anything like that, but it's pretty exciting for me to run into this. I played the first one for the computer, but I never played it for the PlayStation, so that's pretty cool to pick that up. DMA Designs Limited and Rockstar. DMA, I think they did work on Shadow of the Beast for Turbo Duo, which is pretty neat. I think that's why I remember that. Not that anybody cares. But there you go. We got these four PlayStation titles for $5. I don't know. This next garage sale, this next garage sale was like, it was like a mind blower.
Got a video in the plug the video in the back. How many coins you have, man? Yeah, I have Chinese coins. I have no idea. She knows what they say. Okay. What they say? $2.
What are you asking for the Super Nintendo?
That's a tough one to find. I tell you, it probably, see the cap popped off? So it needs a cap on it. But
oh, what is this?
This is what's called a JAMA system. This physically plugs into.
So you could use it in the arcade, huh?
Right. You don't really find these very often. You know, there's other Nintendo stuff there, but if you wanted it for the arcade, this is a JAMA setup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a wild setup. I don't know if I need that.
Yeah, it's in the arcade business. It's kind of a rare thing to find.
Right. No, I understand.
You know, here's all the arcade stuff.
Okay.
All right. We need is a multi-plug, right? Folks, any questions? Please feel free to ask.
What are you asking for this stuff?
Full box?
Yeah.
That's $20.
$20?
That sounds fair. I don't even know what the wires and plugs in there are. They're all, you know. I'm sure the power supply's in it, but I think I did see a Nintendo. What do you call it? There, the big square ones from a Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah. Okay.
You want some more? All right, take them.
All right, I'll take it. You got any other stuff like old Nintendo or anything like that?
Oh, we got modified Xbox.
Speaker processor, not so good.
What are you asking for this Nintendo Play Choice? How much for this?
I don't know. Yeah.
No, let's go get another play out there. Oh, just leaving you okay, right, Tim? I would like to buy this, but it's probably going to... Yes, I'm sure they would love to have them. That's cool, isn't it? Please share stuff.
I'm gonna take that in just a second. I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
Oh, you know the price.
Yeah.
Come on. He's got some kind of only.
What was it? What were you asking?
Oh, the big box?
That's a cool game.
The Nintendo.
Yeah, the play choice.
Yeah, the Play Choice, it has a board in it, but it has no cartridges.
Okay.
Now, I bought it, I had to find the control panel for that, so I've been piecing it all together. The only thing missing is the board set.
Yeah.
You're looking at about $300 for that.
300. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is he taking the whole box?
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm just leaving it there for now. I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm looking around a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is coin-operated stuff.
Yeah.
If you look into the board sets, there's Miss Pac-Man boards and Donkey Kong Jr. stuff and all kinds of different.
Right. This is wild stuff. I don't know anything about arcade stuff.
Yeah.
But that's pretty interesting stuff you got there.
Well, if you don't know, then half the time you don't know what you're looking.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's all very interesting.
This is for a computer, a shooting, like we'd be setting up. I have main systems here we're going to set up. I don't know what an emulator is, but...
Yeah, no, I hear you. I got a couple buddies that are into this. That's why I'm like videotaping everything.
Well, all these guys are supposed to be coming by.
Yeah.
They're not here yet, so...
Right.
I'm hoping I get a whole bunch of pickers for the business.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you will.
You know?
I'm sure you will.
I pulled up to the garage sale, and you know, again, my videotaping was terrible for this. It should have been, you know, a little more, you know, meticulous, a little more detailed the way I took the shots and everything. I know the camera was all over the place, but I was trying to take it all in at once. I pull up, the guy's got 3 pinball machines set up. He's got like 4 arcade machines all going on the same time. He had all of these PCB boards, I think that's what they're called, like arcade chip boards, just lined up on the tables. Boxes of capacitors, jammer boards. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I watch Luke Morse once in a while. I know he's a big arcade guy, so I know some of it, and just like fascinating stuff. I wish I could have stayed there longer, but it was early in the morning. I just had to keep it moving, and the first thing I noticed was this Super Nintendo, and it was mounted on this like plexiglass, and it had this like, you know, circuit board coming out of it and whatnot. And apparently it was so you could hook it up to an arcade cabinet or something like that. So the guy was saying that it was rare. I didn't even ask how much he wanted for it. I don't know what I was going to do with that. I was interested in the games that was sticking out of it. But you know what? I didn't even ask about those either. I don't know. The whole thing just blew my mind, and I just said, oh, I kind of out of my league type of thing. That's like not my deal. I'm into console gaming and whatnot. But he had all these glass marquees, you know, with Dig Dug and Popeye and Pac-Man, which was pretty neat. I wouldn't mind having one of those, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. But what he did have is he had this box here. Friggin' beat up box. Alright. He had this box here, and with a Nintendo 64 in it, and a bunch of Nintendo 64 games. So let's get to the bottom. We got the Nintendo 64 here with the RCA and the power pack here. This is some jam up of wires, guys. Alright, all these wires here, I don't even know what all these wires are. We got a GameCube power pack here. Looks like a more component hookups. Purple, atomic purple joystick. Listen to me, atomic purple joystick. How do I know that? From last year, we picked up an atomic purple Nintendo 64. I'm a regular collector guy. Another joystick here, so we got 2 joysticks. I'm just going to say 2 joysticks for now and put the rest to the side. Some type of Mad Catz wireless joystick. We got Nintendo transfer pack. We got a Nintendo jumper pack. We got a Namco gun. I don't know what it's for. Okay. Oh, you know what I always get yelled at for? For not opening up this. So let me get some water. My mouth is dry. I always get yelled at for not opening up this compartment. Yeah, so. Yeah, there's a black thing in there. Black memory expansion pack. And on the last one we got, okay, we'll clear all this up right now. The last one we got has that one. So I don't know, you guys know more than I do about that. Okay. Let's get to the games here. Alright. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We got 18 games here. So let's go. Namco 64, Namco Museum 64. Pokemon Stadium. Donkey Kong 64. Pokemon Snap. Rampage World Tour. Mario Party. Mario Party with a bunch of stickers from, I don't know what that is, Funko Land or something like that. Mario Party. Mario Kart 64. NFL Quarterback Club 2000. Wipeout 64. Look at this. What is that? That's the damn sticker for that memory pack, isn't it? Huh. Rugrats the movie. Pokemon Stadium. Diddy Kong Racing. Mario Kart 64. This is pretty cool right here. Wave Race 64. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. Banjo-Kazooie with a sticker on it. Gex 64 with a sticker on it. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And Dr. Mario 64. So there we go. We got 18 Nintendo 64 games. The Nintendo 64 with 2 controllers. And I'm not going to put all the wires and shit up there, but you get the idea. And you can hear the guy in the video, he wanted $20 for it. I don't know what got into me. I just think today, being kind of worn down from being sick, and I guess this is my excuse. I just didn't have the fight in me today to talk the guy down, and I was pretty overwhelmed by what I was seeing at the garage sale. So I just grabbed it for $20. So there you go. Okay. Let's move on to the next garage sale.
What are you asking for the game? How much for the game? $2 each? Okay.
So this garage sale, I didn't even see it on a sign or anything like that. This was right on the side of the highway. And I wound up jamming on my brakes. I was coming right off the off-ramp, and the garage sale was right over here. And I wound up jamming on my brakes, coming to like a screeching halt. And needless to say, when you do that, it's like, you know, you're making quite an entrance to a garage sale. It's like, hey buddy, it's a garage sale, relax, you know. You're not in Hazard County. But anyway, this guy had a bunch of like PlayStation 2 games lined up on the table, no big deal. And they were still like in the process of getting set up. And I noticed this guy brought out this box. It was like a PlayStation box, and had a drawer that you opened up, and it had a bunch of PlayStation games in it. Now, the thing that's unique about these PlayStation games is they were all older Black Label style PlayStation games. And once again, you know, you could see the games and whatnot, but you couldn't hear me bartering because I picked the games that I liked, and I wound up checking all the discs because I wanted to make sure all the discs were really clean. And then, you know, and then I bought it with the guy. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PlayStation games. The guy wanted $2 a piece for them. I offered him $8. So he wound up taking $8 for these 6 titles. So I'll show you what we got here. Okay, we got a game that I really don't know why I picked it up. I just don't know why. I've never really been into Tomb Raider, but I picked up Tomb Raider 2. I couldn't help myself. It's really in nice shape. I got Quake. We got Quake 2, which is pretty neat. Final Doom, which I thought was interesting because it was an id game, and it also had Williams, title on there. I just thought that it was interesting. That had Williams Entertainment there on the label there. Okay. We got Metal Gear Solid VR Missions. Death Trap Dungeon, which is made by the same guys that make Tomb Raider. And I don't know, it kind of looks like a Tomb Raider clone, but it looks pretty neat. I don't know if you guys can see the pictures on the back. And a game that I hear a lot about, Silent Hill. But I never played it before. And it's, you know, it's a Konami title, so. So there you go. We got six PlayStation 2 PlayStation games for $8. And you know, usually, you know, to be honest with you, normally I wouldn't pay that kind of money for PlayStation games, but they're becoming hard. They're becoming harder and harder to find. So I mean, that kind of blows the mind when PlayStation games are hard to come by. You know, what will the future bring? So there you go. All together, we got, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 PlayStation games. 10 PlayStation games that we paid $13 for. 18 Nintendo 64 games with 2 controllers, and the Nintendo 64 with all the wires and everything like that for $20. So altogether we spent what? $33 to get. $33. So that's it. I'm Bithead 1000, and you're tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. I'm going to go drink about a gallon of NyQuil, and I'm going to sleep this one off. I'll see you guys next time. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why you never give up. This is a brilliant example of why you just never give up in life. You never, ever, ever give up. Because you just don't know. It could be around the next corner. It could be around the next turn. Oh. Listen. I got done shooting. Listen to me. Hollywood Bithead 1000. I got done shooting. I got off. I went and took a nap. I woke up. I said, oh, you know what? Let me get something to eat. On the way out, about 3 blocks down from me, there was a garage sale that I must have completely missed. And I said, so hungry. And I said, you know what? Am I going to stop here? I'm like garage saled out today. I just really like, am I going to stop here? And I said, yeah, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to see what they got. So anyway, we stop, and this is what we see.
Huh? No. Just trying to
Focus in.
Yeah. What are you asking for the Nintendo 64s?
They're old system. It's like $4 each for full sets. Full sets for them.
Okay, $4 each.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the cables. You know how the cables are the same for the GameCube. So I mean, the GameCube I sell for $10. If you want to just take it all for like $17.
All right, so you got a GameCube here.
Yeah.
And what are you asking for these?
This all 3 for $10. You got the games for free. I don't have that much for it.
Okay, so and what are you asking for the Xbox?
The Xbox, I'll say $15.
$15.
With everything, with the controllers, the remotes.
All right, so what if I took these two, the GameCube, and these 3?
$25.
$25?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any games at all for any of these?
Well, I gotta tell you guys. As soon as I asked him, as soon as he told me that he wanted $4 a piece for those Nintendo 64s, I said, that's it. Basically, I wanted to take everything on the table. Everything that I wanted on the table, I said to myself, I'm gonna take. And that's what we did. This is the guy that knew how to run his garage sale. This is what garage selling is all about. So here we go, before I get too excited. We got a green Nintendo 64. I don't know what that color's called. But it's a green Nintendo 64 with that memory pack in it. I'm not sure, you know. I gotta show that, or it's either that. If I don't show that, you guys are yelling at me. I get personal messages threatening my life if I don't show that memory pack. So there you go. Here's the memory pack, okay? Get off my back now. We got that puppy right there. We got this Nintendo 64, which is a little dusty, but it's your standard Nintendo 64 with black memory pack in it. We got an atomic purple joystick. Oh, that's got to stay in there. We got your standard N64 joystick. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. And it comes with power pack for each one. Come on. The component cables for each one. And we also got a Game Boy Pocket. The batteries might be dead. It needs batteries. No batteries in it. A blue Game Boy Pocket. A purple Game Boy Color. That needs batteries too. And a Game Boy Advance SP. It's got a sticker on it here. And that seems to work. And that came with, where did I put the other one? Put the other one around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Mega Man Battle Network 3 White for the SP. And The Amazing Spider-Man for the Game Boy. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater for the Game Boy Color. And we also got the plug for the Game Boy Advance. So there you have it. We got the two Nintendo 64s with two controllers and all the wires. The three Game Boys. With all the games, with the games and charger and whatnot. And a very handsome milk crate for $25. I didn't think that was too bad. And you know why we got that? Because we didn't give up. Right to the last hour. Let's face it. Garage sales basically go to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. After that, see ya. That's it. So you say to yourself, sometimes I say to myself while I'm driving along, I say, well, you know, it's getting late. The garage sale's probably wiped out. The garage sale's probably finished. It's done. All the good stuff is gone. And when I went to this garage sale, I even said to them, I said, what time did you guys start today? 9 o'clock. So that stuff sat out there since 9 o'clock. And this is a very, very important lesson. This is a lesson that I still haven't completely learned yet. So if you're watching this show right now, please learn from this. Don't give up on a garage sale just because it's late. Don't let the sands of time determine whether you go to the garage sale or not. Because a deal like that could be sitting on the table all day long and people just pass right by it. The Sharks didn't get at this one. Well, until now. So anyway, I'm Bidhead 1000. And I'll see you guys next time.